Hey guys, welcome back, and hello if you're new, welcome to my channel. Today I have another foundation review for you guys. We're going to be reviewing the brand new MILANI Screen Queen Foundation. I am super excited to try this out, so if you guys are interested on seeing another foundation review from me, let's go ahead and jump right on in. So before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to become part of the family if you guys are not already. I would love to have you stick around. If you guys have been watching, you know I love to do foundation reviews. They're just a video I like to do. So we're gonna go ahead and hop into the claims of this foundation, but basically what this is right off the bat is a natural finish foundation. So I picked mine up in the color 260 Warm Bisque. As far as packaging goes on this foundation, it is a glass bottle, which is pretty nice, and I did go ahead and pick mine up from Ulta. I personally love their other foundation, which I will pop in right over here. It is an amazing foundation, so I'm really hoping that this one is going to be just as good. And this one has digital blue light filter in it, which I thought was really cool. I saw it on the little end cap in Ulta. At first I saw Trend Mood post it and I was like, okay, this looks really, really interesting. So when I saw it in store, it actually caught my eye a little bit more. And there is a lot of options to choose from in color range, which I thought was really nice. So I'm just gonna pull it up online and give you a little bit of a backstory on it. And then we're gonna hop right into the actual foundation. So basically the whole blue light feature on here says, break up with blue light. You're on your phone 24/7. MILANI is not mad at you, but your skin might be because the blue light coming from your device could cause some serious damage. So I did not pick this up because of that purpose or feature for this foundation. I just really wanted to try it out, but I think that's a really cool thing that this has. So basically it says it's going to help give perfected skin, buildable to light medium coverage, blend seamlessly, blurs imperfections, and an even luminous natural skin finish, which I'm all about. That's my favorite type of foundation finish, is like natural, but also a little bit of luminosity to it and looking like your skin but better. So this says it is made with digital blue light filter technology. The first of its kind formula helps fight the signs of digital damage, dullness, discoloration, and hyperpigmentation to keep your skin looking on point no matter how long you're on your phone or like any type of device, which I think is really cool. So there's 45 shades to choose from. It is cruelty-free and vegan. It is formulated for all skin types, tones, and ages. So we're gonna go ahead and give this out a shot. I'm very, very excited. I think the whole like blue light feature is really cool. I actually just got blue light glasses actually for when I edit. I probably should wear them when I'm on my phone, but I got them as a gift, but I use them mainly to edit and I feel like it's been helping a little bit. And I'm gonna go in and prime up my skin like I always do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this e.l.f. one, pat it on my skin. So I'm gonna pump a little bit on my hand. It doesn't really have too much of a scent, kind of just smells like makeup. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Looks like a decent color right away. I'm gonna go in with a sponge to go ahead and apply it. So applying it right now looks like a pretty good match for me. 45 different shades to choose from. That's a lot of shades for drugstore, I feel. I feel like there's a lot of shades like that for higher end. But for drugstore, I really feel like it's like the 30 range of shade options. So I really like that this is more inclusive. It does go on really nice, like very, very smooth looking. I went in with a little bit more now on top of it because I feel like I would have to build it up regardless. So I'm just gonna keep blending this in. It does look really nice, like skin. Like it looks very skin-like and luminous. Shade to me personally looks like it matches pretty spot on, which is amazing. I definitely feel like I'm going to need more pumps because I think that we just ran out and I did like 2.5 pumps on the back of my hand. So I'm gonna add more. You also get 1 fluid ounce in this foundation, which is your standard typical amount that you would get in foundations. So that's great. Whoops. And I'm just going to go ahead and keep on applying. I really like the fact that it's skin-like and definitely looks like it's skin-like. I do have a lot of blemishes happening right now because I did go ahead and pick my skin, which I should not have done, but I did. So a little bit of redness happening right now. They're not active breakouts, it's just redness from me like touching. So I'm curious to see if that will cover. I'm gonna have to go in with a lot more concealer for that, but we will see right now, I guess. I'm curious to see if I use a different beauty sponge, if it will give a little bit more coverage, because this is pretty wet, which I do with all my sponges, but I'm wondering if it's like soaking up a little product. Let me see if I go in with this one, which is still from e.l.f., but it's just a little less. Yeah, I think that sponge was soaking up a little bit more product than I would like it to, because this one looks like it's applying and pretty much covering that red spot right there. Definitely is luminous. Like, you definitely see the luminosity coming through, especially on my cheekbone. Well, it actually looks like it's setting already, which is pretty interesting. It doesn't look like it's completely wet, like not so luminous. Even though the skin looks really healthy and luminous, it doesn't look like it's like slipping on my face, which is good. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more for coverage, and then I will hop into concealer and the rest of my face and all of that, but just a little bit in these areas that I'm placing it in. So I'm gonna go with my concealer right now, and then I'm gonna go in with the rest of my makeup. And then I will come back and share with you guys my thoughts on how the foundation is looking, feeling, and all of that. For the most part, I pretty much like it. I don't think it's doing anything weird. All right, guys, so I'm back now with the full makeup on. I will have to tell you that I do like this foundation a lot. I just noticed it breaking up a tiny bit by my nose, like on the side of my nose. Maybe because of the powder that I used. I went in with the CoverGirl powder, so it could be that not like playing well with this, but honestly, like aside from that, it looks great in my opinion. It meets up to all the claims and everything that it basically said online and on the bottle. Like, it meets up to everything so far. I don't think it oxidized in any way, shape, or form, at least right now. The only thing I do have to say, like besides the nose, is that some of the blemishes are not 100% covered up by looking like full coverage and like masked completely. And I did go ahead and use a little bit of concealer on top of it, but it's not like doing it with just the foundation alone. So that's the only thing, but it does say to be a light to medium in coverage, so you can't really expect it to do all of that if it's gonna just have that coverage. It doesn't even feel like I'm wearing any makeup at all, which is, I mean, a no-brainer. Like, hello, that's amazing. I don't wanna have to feel like I have something on my skin all the time, and it just looks really natural. I'm gonna go ahead and get on with the day. If I do pop back in, I will share with you guys a little check-in. So I'll see you guys soon. All right, guys, so I'm back now. It is a little bit later, literally like I just made 7 TikToks basically and watched hours worth of TikTok. So yeah, we're back now, but my face, I don't know, like I like the foundation. It is settling into a few of my fine lines, which I mean, that happens with a lot of my foundations, obviously. Like, it's never going to be filled completely. You're gonna always see that if you have a line there, right? So it's still kind of visible in those areas. It's creating a little bit of lines by the side of my mouth, which I do get smile lines there, so it's not something that like I'm not used to, but it is kind of appearing a little bit more than usual. And I did set my face with the CoverGirl powder, and I do set my face often with that, so it's not like the powder's fault, I don't think. On the sides of my nose as well, that actually got a little bit better over time. It honestly has not been too long. It's just been like an hour or so. I just wanted to hop back on and let you guys know how it's looking and feeling. And I think by the sides of my nose with like the natural oils coming through, that's looking a lot better, if that makes any sense. Like, it kind of just looks better there. But around my mouth and underneath my eyes, it's looking a little wonky there. I'm not really loving that. And the areas that I do have blemishes, which is on my forehead, I can kind of see them looking a little bit more visible right now. So that's kind of wearing away just a little bit. Other than that, I think it looks pretty darn flawless. Like, I like the way that it looks, and I like the way it feels. It feels really natural, and just like I have on a lightweight foundation, which is exactly what this is claiming to be. So it feels really good, looks really good. I've taken a few photos, and it looks good in that as well. I think out of the 2 foundations, what I like the best is probably their other foundation. If I'm being honest, I think I like that one better than this one, but this was a really nice one to give out a shot. Would I say that you absolutely need this foundation? I would definitely say to try it out and give it a shot, especially if you're one like me that likes a natural skin-like finish, but also with a little bit of coverage, you know, and still looking healthy and radiant. This is a really good foundation for that. It is a little bit of a thicker consistency as well. For it being a light to medium coverage, it is a little bit thicker. I did go in and add a little bit to build it up to my desired look, but if you were to just use a little bit, you're definitely getting a nice complexion on the skin and looking pretty even. Like I said, just this area is kind of bothering me a little bit. Yeah, I really did like it. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I will have all of the details down below, as well as like a little blurb if it changes throughout the day. Check in the description for that. But I believe that is all for this video. That's all I got for you today. So I hope you did enjoy it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Mwah.